Hello, everybody out there in Rumble, X, and YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego. And today I'm back. I'm back here, and I don't know where you are, but where we are, man, it's pretty fucking cold out there, man. Let me tell you, dude. Everything shuts down when it gets really cold. Now, I'm from Chicago, so, I mean, it's business as usual, okay? But in a lot of places, man, a lot of states, they can't handle this fucking weather, man. So, fuck it, dude. I'm still here. I'm warm. I'm warm in my place. I hope you're warm too. Be safe. Be safe out there. It's dangerous. But anyway, today we're not going to talk about the weather, though. We're going to talk about some chick flicks. That's right. I'm back to my chick flick destruction. Okay, which is what I like to do here, at least until the next episode of And Just Like Fucking Diarrhea comes out. Oh, I'm sorry. And Just Like LGBTQ Diarrhea comes out. Whenever the fuck that fucking season gets filmed. Okay, and then I'll shit on that. But in the meantime, I wanted to pick some chick flicks here to go over. Okay, now, just so y'all know, okay, chick flicks is not my thing. Okay, it really isn't. I actually enjoy action movies and stuff, you know. But I notice on YouTube, a lot of the people that review action movies or dramas, or historical dramas, or military movies, or martial arts movies, they all pretty much the same thing. I mean, if they're gonna watch it, they're gonna watch it because they're a fan. Okay, they're gonna watch it because they love it. I mean, nobody watches a Bruce Lee movie who's not interested in martial arts. You know, I mean, you got to go out of your way to see that. It means you have to be interested in it, which means you have a tendency to like what you're watching. Okay, you see what I mean? So you already go in there with a bias. Oh, I'm gonna love it. It's Bruce Lee. Okay, even if it's shit, it's Bruce Lee. He's my favorite. I'm gonna love it. You know, I love karate. I love kung fu. I love, you know, see what I mean? And a lot of these chick flicks are that way. Okay, is that, you know, if you're watching a chick flick, first of all, if you paid money to go fucking see it, you like the genre. Okay, you like the genre, which means that you're probably gonna get what you wanted. Okay, you're gonna get the rom-com queen, whoever the fuck she is this week. Okay, in the 90s, which is when the movie I'm gonna talk about takes place, you had two queens in the rom-com genre. Okay. There were Meg Ryan and Julia Roberts. Okay, those are the two big ones. Okay, there were no. That's all they pretty much fucking did. They did a couple other stuff too. They did like, you know, they did like fucking, you know, like suspense thrillers and shit too. Okay, but their bread and butter, okay, was the female demographic. And how do you get women to watch women in a movie? It's got to be a fucking rom-com. Okay, or it's got to be something that women can relate to, you know, boss bitch type shit, or some shit like that, you know. You got, I mean, and like Julia Roberts is a perfect example. She related to a lot of American women, okay, back in the day, okay, because she played all different types of women, but they were all basically fucking women with flaws, okay, that had to overcome the patriarchy in some form or fashion, okay, although it wasn't always the patriarchy, okay. This is back when all movies that were made for women weren't about hating men. Yeah, I know, hard to believe. There was actually a time when you could make a movie for women today that wasn't about hating men. I know, right? Weird. Yeah, but they used to exist, okay? And this is a good example of it. Okay, this movie that we're going to talk about today is called My Best Friend's Wedding. Wow. I bet you've been waiting for that one, haven't you? That's up there, isn't it? That's in your top 10, isn't it? Of course it fucking is. Why do you think I'm reviewing it? I think I'm going to take it apart, okay? I'm going to take it apart because, because it's up there. It needs to come down. It needs to come down here to our level, okay? And what I'm going to give you here is a straight man's point of view, okay? I'm not going to tell you, ladies, when you watch this fucking movie with your boyfriend or your husband or whatever the fuck it is, your fuck buddy, whatever the fuck it is, okay? Of course he's going to tell you it's fucking great. What the fuck? He wants to get laid. What do you think he's going to fucking tell you? No, the movie fucking sucks. It's unrealistic. You know, it's stupid. The characters don't act realistically at all. It's not plausible. It makes no fucking sense. It's just like every other fucking rom-com. No, they're not gonna tell you the truth. They're not gonna tell you this shit, okay? Because they're gonna tell you what you want to hear, okay? Because you're holding pussy over. I have no problem telling you the fucking truth, okay? I got no problem telling you the fucking truth, whether you like it or not, okay? I'm actually trying to help you, okay? Because I'm gonna tell you the shit that your boyfriend's too fucking afraid to tell you. Okay, I got no dog in this fight. I got nothing to gain by lying to you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the fucking truth. Okay, a straight man's point of view. That's what you're gonna get from me. A straight man's point of view. Okay, because that's what we need in this fucking world. Okay, that's what we fucking need. Okay, now don't go turning that shit around me. Don't give me the I'm gonna give you a female's point of view of Die Hard. No, you're fucking not. You know why? Because fucking Die Hard wasn't made for you. Okay, there's nothing wrong with it. Okay. Okay? Nobody watches Die Hard and think this shit's gonna happen to them in real life, okay? We don't walk out of the theater hoping to fucking run into some fucking German terrorists to take over a building, okay? No. We know that's not gonna fucking happen. That's bullshit. Okay? We know that going in. Okay, we just want to see how it plays out, okay? Whereas with rom-coms and chick flicks in general, you fucking girls think this shit's gonna fucking happen to you. You're gonna get with a guy like that, okay? Or a guy like that's gonna fucking fall in love with you. Are you out of your fucking mind? You know, what the fuck, man? But you girls seem to think that, like, what the fuck? Okay, you know, but you know, it's because it's targeted towards you. It's targeted, you know, a guy, we know it's bullshit. We watch a guy, but we know that's fucking bullshit. Okay, when John McClane is fucking in that fucking in that plane and it blows up and he fucking hits the ejector seat in Die Hard 2. Okay, we know that was bullshit. It looked like bullshit, but it was fun. It was fun. Okay, y'all see the fucking shit like My Best Friend's Wedding. You think that's fucking gonna happen? You think your best friend? You know, first of all, you're a girl and you've got a super good-looking heterosexual best friend. And you're both the same age and you grew up together and you tell him everything, but you never hooked up? Ever? And you saved each other as a last resort? Really? You're honestly going to tell me that neither one of you could have fucking found a steady piece of ass during this time that you were apart? You know, it makes no fucking sense. And the movie expects you to go. I'm not going to fucking go with it. I'm going to call it out right from the fucking beginning, okay? This movie is fucking made for two people, okay? It's made for fucking women and gay guys. Okay, just like every rom-com is made for women and gay guys. Okay, so yeah, but there's not enough gay guys in the world to fucking support this movie, so you got to have the women to do it. All right, but yeah, that's exactly what this fucking is. All right, it's my gay best friend's wedding, or my fucking best friend's gay wedding, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's what it is. Okay, that's really what it is. Now, having said that, the movie's not completely terrible. I've seen a lot worse. Okay, I'm about to watch this movie again for this review, but I have seen it before. Okay, I've seen it more than once. It's just been a long time. Okay, I've got my own personal anecdotes that deal with this movie, and I'm probably going to talk about that as well. I seem to remember a certain romance in my life that was explicitly linked to this movie, and I'll get into that. Yeah, because that's what I do here, okay? I'm not just telling you what fucking guys, I'm talking from fucking experience here, okay? Ladies, I'm telling you from fucking experience, okay? I know how important this fucking movie is to you, okay? I get it. I fucking get it, okay? I even had my own real life best friend's wedding, okay? And I'm going to talk about that here too. And yes, it was about this fucking movie. So I'm just as guilty as you are thinking this shit is fucking real. The only difference is this movie came out, what was it, fucking 27 years ago? Okay, it ain't 27 years ago anymore. Okay, that's the difference, okay? I'm a lot smarter now. All right? And I realized how stupid it was for me to do some of the things that I fucking did. Okay, I'm just going to tell you right now. I recreated this fucking movie. Okay, I recreated this movie for a woman that I liked a lot. Okay? I did. I lived in Chicago. I would work downtown. I knew all those places that are in this movie. Okay? And so I invited a girl that I was very close to. I invited her. She did not live in Chicago, but I invited her to Chicago, you know, for a vacation with me. And we went through everything in this fucking movie. I took her every place in this fucking movie because she loved this movie so much. Okay? We went to the Drake Hotel. Okay? We did karaoke. Okay, I even found that neighborhood. Okay, it was Rogers Park. I think it was. I'll double check that when I watch the movie again. Okay, Comiskey Park. Okay, which back then was called U.S. Cellular Field. Okay, so we did all that. Okay, so I had my own fucking best friend's wedding. Okay. All right. But yeah, so I'm going to talk all about that kind of shit here. So let's talk about the movie a little bit. All right. And I'm going to tell you the fucking truth. I'm going to tell you exactly how it turned out. Okay. With that shit. Okay. You're going to find that out here. All right. Okay. I'll get personal here. Okay. So anyway, so this movie, My Best Friend's Wedding, 1997 is when it came out. I actually saw this movie. I think I probably told, if you watch my other videos, you know that I was in the Marines. And when I was in the base theater, I was in Garrison. I was at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. I was stationed there in the late 90s, okay? And especially like around 97, 98, like I did not have a fucking car. I was broke. I was a fucking private, okay? I had no fucking money, no car, okay? So I couldn't really do much, okay? But they had a theater right down the street from me, okay, where they used to show not new releases, but movies that had been out. Basically the equivalent of a dollar theater, okay? If any of you are old enough to remember those, all right? So if the movie had already been out for a few months, then they would show it at the base theater. Since I was a Marine, I did not have to pay. I had to pay for popcorn and candy and shit, but I didn't have to pay to see the movie. So on the weekends, I would walk over there and I'd watch movies. Whatever the fuck they were showing, I didn't pick. They only had one screen. So it's not like, I could go see what I wanted. Whatever they're playing, that's what I'm watching, okay? And through that, I got to watch a lot of fucking movies that I normally would not watch. I saw some good movies that way. I remember I saw, what was the one with Mel Gibson where he plays Porter? Okay, Payback. I saw that one there. That was a great one. And then I saw some other fucking chick flick like Hope Floats with Sandra Bullock and Harry Connick Jr. And Till There Was You, which I did a video on that one. I reviewed it here. Okay, I absolutely fell in love with that movie. It was so fucking great. I was like, oh my God, I hope someday I get to there's a girl who's meant for me that's out there. And every time we've almost run into each other this many times, we're so close to meeting each other. But I know I'm going to meet her one day. And then I watched it again so I could review it for this channel. And it's a fucking piece of shit. It's a fucking abortion. It's a turd that has not been flushed down the toilet. Okay, I'm sorry, but it's true. Okay, I have no idea why I showed that movie to so many fucking girls. It probably explains why they wouldn't fuck me. Anyway, or they dumped me or whatever after they fucked me before. Okay, all right, so it probably explains a lot. Okay, so I don't do that shit no more. Okay, but that's how you learn. Hey, that's how you learn, by making mistakes. That's how you learn. All right, so this was one of the movies that I watched at the base theater. It was my best friend's wedding. Okay, with Julia, the queen of rom-coms, Roberts. Okay, like I said, her and Meg Ryan were always back and forth for who's the best, And so I watched the movie, and actually, more than anything else, the first time I watched it made me homesick. Because, like I said, I was living in North Carolina, but I'm from Chicago, and I really miss Chicago. Okay, I really was thinking like I want to go back to Chicago when I'm done with this fucking war. When I'm done with this, well, we had no war yet, but Kosovo was right around the corner. Okay, Kosovo was right around the fucking corner. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, Slobodan Milosevic. Okay, that was about to happen, but it hadn't happened yet. Okay, and so I was kind of hoping that I could go back to Chicago once I'm done with my tour. I would go back to Chicago, and that would be that. Okay, I did my 4 years, whatever. I mean, my contract was for 8 years, but only 4 years of it was active. Okay, then 4 years after that would be reserves. So which means they have an extra 4 years. They can call me back anytime they want in the next 4 years. So my contract was actually up until 2008. Okay, so I signed on in '96. I was supposed to be done active duty in 2000, but technically from 2000 to 2004, okay, they could call me back if anything happened, And what was that again that happened between 2000 and 2004? Yeah, exactly. So I didn't. But we're not talking about that though, are we? Okay. Anyway, I was in the Marines. I was active duty. And I went to the theater. I went to go see this. Made me very homesick for Chicago. I was like, oh my God, I want to go back to the Water Tower place. Oh, I miss the subway. I miss fucking, the goddamn fucking, the Vienna beef hot dogs in Chicago. I missed all that shit. I missed Comiskey Park. The White Sox, that was my team. I hated the fucking Cubs. I love the White Sox, that kind of thing. I was thinking about that a lot when I watched this movie. So I was very homesick for Chicago when I was sitting in the fucking base theater in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, watching this goddamn fucking chick flick, all right? That's the biggest thing I got out of it, okay? And then there's the usual shit, all right? So anyway, this movie, My Best Friend's Wedding, was directed by a guy named P.J. Hogan. I don't know what the fuck his real name is, but that's the name he uses, all right? P.J. Hogan. Okay, the movie that made him famous, that gave him this job in the first place, was he directed a movie called Muriel's Wedding. I did not see that movie, but there's a good reason I did not see that movie. I did not fucking see Muriel's Wedding because I'm not fucking gay, all right? That's why I didn't see it, okay? He also directed, that was in '94. He had directed another movie called fucking Peter Pan. And there have been lots of Peter Pans, okay? And Julia Roberts was even in a Peter Pan movie, the one by Spielberg. Look, she was in that. She was Tinkerbell in that. This is not that movie, okay? That was Spielberg. He directed a Peter Pan movie, like the 118th version of Peter Pan in 2003. It was just called Peter Pan. And I did not watch that piece of shit either. Okay, so I couldn't tell you if it was good or not. But apparently I'm not the only one that didn't watch it, all right? I mean, I remember for some reason, it's always been a thing that the Peter Pan was always played by a girl. Why the fuck is up with that? I remember seeing Sandy Duncan play Peter Pan when I was a little boy on TV. Okay, Sandy fucking Duncan playing a dude. What the fuck is going on here? Okay, anyway, yeah. So there's that. I did not fucking see Peter Pan, so I can't really talk about that. Confessions of a Shopaholic, 2009. Yes, ladies, I'm going there. Yeah, 2009, Confessions of a Shopaholic. Okay, that's with Ilsa Fisher. Remember her? She's the lady that's married to, who the fuck she married to in real life? In real life, she's married to the fucking Sacha Baron Cohen. Yeah, I like to move it. Yeah, from fucking, he's the lemur. King Julian from fucking Madagascar. How do I know that? I'll explain it to you later, okay? But yeah, Ilsa Fisher's in that one, Confessions of a Shopaholic. Yeah, I bet you thought I didn't see that one, right? I bet you thought I didn't know what the fuck that movie was, right? Well, the truth is I don't, because I don't watch it, because I'm not fucking gay, all right? But apparently he did that one, okay? You see the pattern here, okay, with this guy, this PJ Hogan guy, you know? It's like every time I tell you a movie that he's seen, I tell you that I didn't see it, but he made it. So to me, that means either he's gay or he's, you know, not straight, okay? One or the other, right? Okay, so that's that one, Confessions of a fucking Bitchaholic. Okay, and then he did another movie called Mental, okay? Which explains my previous comments. Okay, Mental came out in 2012, and that's about a fucking, I guess it's about a person, a mom or some shit, that gets institutionalized. It gets sent to the fucking, the nut house. That gets put in the fucking, it gets sent to the fucking psychiatric hospital to live. It gets committed into a fucking mental facility, okay? And apparently, from what I read on Wikipedia, he wrote this based on his own life. Oh my God. So this is the caliber of director that we have here. I think he's directed some other shit, but this is just, the stuff that I'm telling you about, this is just the shit that people know him for. Like I said, I haven't watched any of this shit. I've not watched any of it, okay? I didn't know who the fuck he was. I never paid attention. I didn't care. Okay, but he hasn't done much. He has not done much, okay? So you really got to go out of your way. You got to be one of those artsy-fartsy guys, you know, that goes to those fucking independent fucking theaters to watch independent fucking movies. You know, you gotta go to Slam Dance and shit, you know, to even know what the fuck this shit is. You know, those gay fucking independent film festivals that they fucking have. Yeah, you gotta go there to even know who the fuck this guy is, all right? But anyway, that's him, okay? His name is PJ Hogan. He directed this fucking very, very gay, very heterosexual, but in the closet, gay movie. All right, now obviously the movie stars the queen herself, Julia Roberts, okay? I already did a video about her, okay? I already reviewed Pretty Woman, okay? It's on this channel. If you want to know what I thought about Pretty Woman, it's on this fucking channel. I talked a lot about Julia Roberts in there. That was the movie that made her famous, okay? That was the movie that put her on the map. Yes, I know she did fucking Mystic Pizza before that, okay, and stuff. You know, she did a couple other minor shit. But it was Pretty Woman's the one that solidified her as a fucking leading lady in Hollywood, okay? And she started getting major parts after that, all right? And this is one of them. This is a testament to her. Now, does Julia Roberts have talent? I think she does. I think she's how do you say? I don't think she's as good as people say she is. You know, the way the media praises her. You got to remember, okay, when the media praises an actress, they usually do that right before one of their movies comes out, because they want to generate buzz to get you to go fucking see the movie. Okay, they want to make it sound like it's a third party fucking telling you, hey, listen, you should see her. She's incredible. She's fabulous. Okay, and now you're like, oh my God, someone I trusted with a reliable source told me she's fabulous, so I'm gonna go see one of her movies now. Ooh. When the truth is that person who told you it's fabulous is getting paid by the goddamn producers of the movie to fucking say shit like that, so that you can hear it, so you can think it's a non-biased fucking opinion, when it actually is completely biased. All right. So that's what I think. All right, and Julia Roberts is definitely part of that. Now, that does not explain her success, okay? So I would have to say, is Julia Roberts a very good actress? I would not say she's good. I would say she's successful, okay? And by that, I mean that she knows who her demographic is. She knows who she's making these movies for, okay? And she gives that demographic what they want, okay? She provides that service, okay? There's a lot of women out there, middle-aged women or whatever, okay, or even young women that are navigating the dating world and shit, and they're encountering a lot of problems that all women encounter when dating. Okay, is the guy good? Is he gonna cheat on me? Does he suck in bed? Does he have any money? Should I be with him for love, or should I be with him for money? You know, what if he was my best guy friend and now I just realized that I'm in love with him? How do I tell him before he marries this other girl that's prettier than me? But, you know, all these fucking obstacles that only fucking rich, white, young, attractive women know about. Okay, and so Julia Roberts, by proxy, she plays these characters in the movies so that the girls that watch this movie, that wish they were pretty and shit and had some fucking Prince Charming guy fighting for her, okay, that they can watch this and they can see Julia Roberts dealing with these problems for them. See, most girls are not going to have some super fucking good looking heterosexual fucking billionaire, you know, whose only issues is that he's afraid of heights and he fucking can't find true love, you know, to fall in love with her. Most women are not going to have that. They're not, okay? Okay, especially if they're a street hooker. Okay, but if Julia Roberts does it in a movie, then you could see how that would happen if it was you. If a guy like that can fall in love with a street hooker, he can definitely fall in love with me. You see what I mean? So what are you going to do? You're going to go fucking to Hollywood Boulevard and sell your fucking ass for fucking $15, was it $50? Okay, until some super good looking heterosexual fucking guy, buys you and falls in love with you, you know? For $4,000 to play his girlfriend for. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, that's a different movie. But you know what I'm saying, okay? Women believe this fucking shit. They want to fantasize that it's happening to them. Okay, and that's understandable. All movies do that. If they're good, they're very good at doing that. Okay, so that's what's going on here. Okay, that's what Julia Roberts provides. She provides a service for her fans. Okay, they can go through all the shit through her. Okay, she'll demonstrate what it's like to be a successful, young, independent woman, you know, pretty woman, okay, with a career first, boss bitch, who realizes that because she's nearing 30 now, okay, she hasn't gotten married and had kids because, well, that's taboo, you can't do that anymore, okay, that she's going to marry her best friend, who happens to be a super good-looking heterosexual guy, okay, and she realized that's the love of her life. And now that he's getting married himself, okay, she's got to put a stop to it so that he can marry her instead. You see what I mean? It's like, okay, that's not going to happen in real life, but, you know, a girl can fantasize about that happening, okay? Where you got to remember in real life, okay, if a girl has a super good looking guy who's in the friend zone, the guy's fucking gay, dude. He's gay or he fucking cannot get laid. He cannot pull any pussy on his own. He needs his best female friend to do it for him. And that's just unattractive. It just really is. It's also pathetic. Okay, no. If anything, realistically, this guy would be dating lots of women. He never would have stopped dating women. Okay, and he's just now going to settle down for this one. And as far as fucking being best friends with Jules, that's Julia Roberts' character. Yeah, Jules, right? He would have already fucked her by now, and he would have realized, or she would have realized, that they're not meant to be together. They're not a good fit. And they would have gone their separate ways and they would have stayed friends. Okay, that's what would have happened. Okay, but not in this movie. Now it's like, as far as I remember, they never even had sex. Okay, they're just best friends. Ladies, you cannot have a best friend relationship with a heterosexual man. Okay, like this. Okay. Not unless the fucking elephant in the room has already been dealt with. Okay? It's just not going to happen. Okay? I know how men are. Okay? And we're not going to let it happen. We're either going to go for it, okay, or we're going to shoot our shot literally, or, you know, we're going to move on. Okay? Now, I have been friends with females that, that I was attracted to. Yes, of course. Okay? In fact, the girl I'm thinking about right now, that this movie makes me think about her. Okay, we were actually friends. We were very good friends. Okay, but you know, we were also more than that. Okay, so you know, I don't want you to think that it was completely platonic. Her and I were platonic. Okay, no, we had already, before we even saw this movie together, we'd already, messed around. You know what I mean? Okay, no, I'm not gonna say her fucking name because she might be watching this. All right, yeah, okay. So it's not like fucking, I thought that maybe doing this would win her over, and we'll stop pretending to just be best friends and tell each other what we really are, how much we really mean to each other. Get the fuck out of here. No, there's never any illusion of that, okay? So the fact that nothing happened between Jules and Dermot Mulroney's character Michael is bullshit. It's bullshit, all right? Don't fucking believe it. And we will explore that as I review the movie. Okay, Cameron Diaz is in this movie. Sorry, Dermot Mulroney is in this movie. Okay, now you probably remember him. Okay, he's still acting. He's an old fart now, but he's still acting. He was like that pretty boy in Hollywood. Like, he was on a career trajectory to be like the handsome leading man in everything. Every fucking movie he's in, they point out how fucking good looking he is in that movie. He was in Where the Day Takes You, where he played King. Any of you remember that movie? Will Smith was in that movie. Alyssa Milano, what's his name? Sean Astin, okay. Balthazar Getty, okay. Wow. I remember these names, don't I? Okay, Peter Dobson, okay. Who was that fucking bitch that was dating Jack Nicholson? I forgot. The really skinny one. Who the fuck knows? Anyway, so a lot of people. Ricky Lake was in the movie too. Oh my god. Where the Day Takes You, okay? He was the main character in that. Okay, he was also in Point of No Return, which was a American remake of La Femme Nikita. This version had Bridget Fonda before she got fat and quit acting. Okay, Bridget, the daughter of Peter Fonda, the niece of Jane Fonda. Okay, and the granddaughter of Henry Fonda. Okay, Bridget Fonda was in that one. Point of No Return. And Dermot Mulroney was the male love interest. She was the main character, but he was the male love interest. He had nothing to do with assassinating people. He was just like the fucking landlord and the fix-it guy who came over and fixed her pipes, if you know what I mean. Like, he did not know that she was a fucking hired assassin and a cop killer, no less. That movie fucking sucks for a lot of reasons. But anyway, he was in that. So basically, he was in a trajectory to be a leading man, and it never fucking happened. He was from that same generation as the Brad Pitts, as the fucking Christian Slaters, okay, the Keanu Reeves, okay, the Johnny Depp. Like, he came up the same time they did. Charlie Sheen, Emilio Estevez, they were all in Young Guns together. The first Young Guns movie, he was one of the Young Guns in there. He was the young gun that was a traitor that was actually working for fucking Terrence Stamp's character in the fucking, what was it, the war or some shit like that. Anyway, the robber barons war, okay? But anyway, so he was in Young Guns as well. So he was on a trajectory to become a mega movie star, and it never fucking happened for him. He always ended up playing side characters for some reason. Or he would play a love interest that gets killed. For example, there was a movie, I think it was called Copycat in the 90s, around this time, where he played an FBI agent working with another FBI agent, and they're trying to find a serial killer. Okay, and they were using, this is the era of Silence of the Lambs and shit, okay? And Harry Connick Jr. was like this serial killer, and they were asking him questions to catch another serial killer, okay? And Sigourney Weaver was in it. You probably remember it, okay? So he was in that, but he gets killed in that one, okay? And then he was also in Zodiac. You remember that one? That was with Mark Ruffalo and Robert Downey Jr. He was like the chief of police in that one. They were hunting the Zodiac. San Francisco, they were hunting the Zodiac. And he just played like an administrator, bureaucrat, okay, in that one. But he was a main character in that. But nothing else for him to do. Okay, recently I saw him in last year in Secret Invasion. Oh my God, Disney Plus Secret. He plays the fucking president of the United States. In Secret Invasion, okay, on Disney Plus. Yeah, the Nick Fury miniseries that was very little to do with Nick Fury. It ends up he's just a fucking pussy. Okay, so he was in that. And what else? He was in the latest Scream movie. You know those Scream movies that keep coming out? I think Jenny Ortega already fucking bailed out of it. She's not doing any more Scream movies, but because they wouldn't hire her friend or some shit. But anyway, he was one of the killers. Okay, there, I spoiled it for you. The newest Scream movie that came out last year, he was one of the killers. Okay, there's like 3 killers. It was him and his 2 kids. They were the killers. And he was one. It was him. All right. So he's still acting, is what I'm trying to say. He's still doing high profile stuff, but he never became a major leading man like he should have. Okay, but he plays a love interest in this, and he's just bland. I think that's probably why his career didn't really take off like some of his contemporaries. He's just bland. He's just like this pretty boy. He's got this voice, tries to do this thing, man. Just name's King, man. It's just his name, and if I have it, I had it out too, dude. Like that. Just like there's nothing extra there. Okay. He's not very talented. Okay, Cameron Diaz, of course, she is very talented. Cameron Diaz plays Kimberly Wallace or Kimmy Wallace in this thing. Okay, and Cameron Diaz, for the most, she's a talented actress. She's not acting anymore because she's too fucking old and nobody wants to give her a job. And that's typical. Okay, Cameron Diaz, she's very talented. Okay, like she can act. Okay, but she's only really got two speeds though. Okay, she can play the fucking the bitch in a half, the insufferable fucking bitch. Okay, in several movies she played that character. I think like Any Given Sunday. You know, she played that character in. Well, it was A Night and Day with Tom Cruise. She played that. No, not that one. It was the other. It was the other one. That was fucking. What was it, the fucking morning one? Who fucking remember? The one where he doesn't remember what the fuck's going on. Okay. But anyway. Okay. So you've seen her movies where she plays just like this fucking bitch and a half. Okay. And then she could also play the ditzy airhead blonde girl. Okay, like she does in Charlie's Angels and like she does here. Okay, she plays the ditzy girl, happy-go-lucky girl, okay? Kimberly Wallace, who's marrying Michael, all right? She does pretty good in this movie, but like I said, she plays the ditzy girl, okay? Which she's good at, okay? She did the same thing in Something About Mary. She played the same character in that, okay? So she's got two big speeds here. She can play the insufferable bitch, or she can play the nice, good-hearted ditzy blonde girl, okay? With the bubbly personality. Oh my God! You know, like that, okay? She plays that fucking shit very well. And that's what she plays here, okay? So not much range for her, but she was an up-and-coming actress at the time. She was nowhere near the fucking star power that Julia Roberts was at that time. You give Cameron Diaz a couple more years when she's doing some serious movies and shit, and then she would have rivaled Julia Roberts. And if that had happened, Julia Roberts would have made sure she was not in the movie with her, okay? Because you can't take away from the star. Okay, it's got to be about Julia Roberts. You can't steal the fucking movie from the star, okay? Because that's bad juju when you do that. Look at Winona Ryder. Holy shit, when she did Girl Interrupted and she hired Angelina Jolie to play a character in that, Angelina Jolie stole that fucking movie from fucking Winona Ryder and won an Academy Award for it. And Winona Ryder not only wrote the movie, she produced it too. It was her fucking movie. She cast herself as a star, and Angelina Jolie took everything away from her, okay? Because she hired a girl that was just more talented, okay? And that could have happened in this movie too. Nobody realized how talented Cameron Diaz was yet, okay? That's why she was playing these ditzy girls, okay, back then in the 90s, all right? Okay, moving right along. Who else we got here? We got some Rupert Everett, okay, who's another main character in this movie. Now, y'all know who Rupert Everett is. He's like this flamboyantly gay actor in Hollywood, okay? He's done a lot of shit, but I never watched it because I'm not fucking gay. But he did this one movie. It was in this like series of rom-coms, or not chick flicks that I watched. It was a low budget where he's in Australia. He has fucking diabetes or some shit, and because of his and this is like the 1800s, okay? And because of his diabetes, he ends up he gets in a horse accident and he loses his hand. Okay, but this girl, the doctor's daughter's in love with him and shit. Okay, but he's dying. Okay, so fucking he tells her, hey, listen. She's like, I love you. He's like, well, you need to give me a kid then. She said, well, let's have sex. Well, I can't have sex with you because my dick don't work. So I want you to fuck the gardener, who's played by Hugo Weaving. Okay, y'all know the movie I'm talking about. It's like Hugo Weaving fucks her. Okay, and of course, she's only fucking him so she can have a baby. And that way she can say it's Rupert Everett's baby. Who knew in real life back then that Rupert Everett was gay? Although apparently he also liked to fuck rock stars' wives. Yeah, he did that too. What's her name? Fucking Yates. Andrea Yates. Look her up. Yeah. Apparently he fucked her. Okay, and she was linked with two musicians. But anyway, but apparently now he just likes the dick. So yeah, so he's openly gay. Actor there in this movie. Hugo Weaving fucks her, and of course he falls in love with her, but she wants nothing to do with him. She just wants his big cock. Anyway, so Rupert Everett's been around, okay? You've seen him a lot of shit. He was in The Importance of Being Earnest. Okay, have you seen that movie? Huh? I didn't because I'm not fucking gay. Okay, and he also did he was in Inspector Gadget, right? That was around this time in the 90s. He played Dr. Claw. Hey, I watched Inspector Gadget when I was a little kid, all right? I loved it, man. Don Adams, okay? Get Smart himself played Inspector Gadget, all right? But the bad guy, you never saw the bad guy's face. It was Dr. Claw. You just saw the fucking cat that he had, and you saw his fucking hand. Okay, well, apparently now he's got a actual claw. Okay, Rupert Everett played Dr. Claw. All right? In the fucking movie, okay, the Inspector Gadget, the one with fucking Matthew Broderick, okay, look it up, all right? Yes, that movie really fucking happened. I've seen it. Okay, you thought Godzilla with Matthew Broderick was bad? Oh, you see this one? Shit. That's all. Hey, I'm sorry. That's all I really know him from. Okay, I know he's still acting. Okay, why? Because he's famous and he's gay. Okay, that's all you need in order to fucking get jobs in Hollywood. Okay, but I did find out that he was in a movie that I reviewed recently, Napoleon, the one with Joaquin Phoenix that just came out. Yeah, he was in that. I'm guessing he played the Duke of Wellington. The Duke of Wellington, okay, the one who fought Napoleon at the Battle of Waterloo. I think he played him. I think he played that character in there. But I didn't recognize him because he's old now, you know. He doesn't look the way he did in this movie, okay? But anyway, Rupert Everett plays George Downs, a gay guy, go figure, a gay guy, who's her gay best friend. So she got a straight best friend who's a good-looking guy, and she got a gay best friend who's a good-looking guy, okay? Yeah, that's the level of quality of this movie. Okay, at least they know their target audience, right? Okay, so there's that. Okay, then you got some minor characters in there. Emmett Walsh plays one of the fucking groom. I think it's the groom or the bride's father. I don't know, who gives a shit. Anyway, Paul Giamatti, y'all know him. He's that little fucking pig-looking guy. Okay, who's in a lot of movies. He was in The Lady in the Lake. Okay, that M. Night Shyamalan movie. He was in The Cinderella Man. He played Jim Braddock, Russell Crowe's character's best friend in that movie. Okay, his promoter and manager. Okay, he was in a movie about Harvey Pecker. Okay, the famous cartoonist. Okay, he's still around, and for those of you comic book fans, he played the Rhino. Okay, the Rhino in fucking The Amazing Spider-Man, the Andrew Garfield one. Okay, he was the guy in the Rhino suit. Okay, that was it. It was Paul Giamatti. Okay. He's been in a lot of stuff. He was even in fucking the Howard Stern movie, Private Parts. He played a minor role in that too. Okay, so yeah, Paul Giamatti, you know who he is. He plays some bellboy at the Drake Hotel in this movie who gives Julia Roberts' character a pep talk in the hallway. Okay, and then finally, the only one that's worth mentioning here is Susan Sullivan. She plays Isabel Wallace, who I guess is the mom, is Cameron Diaz's mom in this movie. Okay, and I remember her not from this. Okay, I remember her from Falcon Crest. That was my mom's show. My mom watched that show. She watched it every fucking Friday night, and unfortunately, we only had one TV. So, if I was gonna watch TV on Friday night, I had to watch what mom was watching, and she watched fucking Falcon Crest. That, and she watched Dallas too, but Falcon Crest. Oh God, yeah. Oh my God, where the fuck the family's name was. Anyway, she was on that. She's the main character on that, Susan Sullivan. But I remember her from the pilot of The Incredible Hulk. Yeah, the one with Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno in the 70s. Yeah, she was in that too. She was in the pilot because she gets killed off in the pilot. All right, but anyway, yes. So Susan Sullivan's in this too. All right, now you know. Now you know who all the important characters are, all right? This movie did win some awards, some bullshit awards. It was nominated for It was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Music, but it did not win. Okay, but it won the Alma Award. Cameron Diaz won an Alma Award. I have no idea what that means. The Alma Award, Cameron Diaz won it. The American Comedy Awards, Rupert Everett won that one. Why? Because he's famous and because he's gay. I guess he did a good job. Well, that remains to be seen. I'm going to watch this movie again here for you, and I'll let you know if I thought he did a good job or not. But he's basically playing himself, a gay guy with a lot of rich fucking New York friends. Wow, it must have been a stretch for him, for a fucking gay guy with a lot of rich New York friends to fucking play, right? Okay, so there's that, and the Blockbuster Awards, all three of them won a Blockbuster Award. Best Actor, Best Supporting Actress, and Best Supporting Actor for Julia Roberts, for Rupert Everett, and for Cameron Diaz, respectively. Okay, so they all won the Blockbuster Award. Blockbuster doesn't even exist anymore, and they won the Blockbuster Awards. Okay, and then there's some songs that are in here that are kind of famous. Okay, that they paid a lot of money to get the rights to certain songs for this movie. Okay, and this is before like Guardians of the Galaxy was doing that shit like that. Okay, but this is back in the day. This is '97. Remember. Before everybody started doing that all the time, like they are today, okay? You don't even have to make a movie anymore today. All you have to do is fucking buy a bunch of fucking old songs and just play that shit for 2 hours, and people will like it, okay? So anyway, some of the songs that are in here, not every song, but some of the songs that I remember very well, okay, for personal reasons. Okay, is I Say a Little Prayer. There was a big scene in this movie where everybody just starts fucking singing that song. Say a Little Prayer by Diana Kink. You know, I say a little prayer for you together forever. No, I'm not gay, so I'm not gonna fucking sing that song. But yeah, there's that one. There's a scene in there when they're in the water tower, in the restaurant in the water tower, which doesn't exist in real life. Okay, where they sing that song. The whole family sings that song because Rupert Everett starts singing it. Why? Because he's the fucking flaming gay guy pretending to be straight and nobody buys it. All right, and there's another song called Tell Him. Okay, by the Exciters, you know, and that's I guess that's an old R&B song, you know. You can dance to it. I know, you know. Tell him, you're never gonna leave him. Tell him, you're always. Yeah, you know the fucking song I'm talking about. Okay, I've not heard that song in a long time, but it's in the movie. All right. Okay. The Way You Look Tonight. Now that's probably the most important song in this movie. It's by Tony Bennett. Okay, just the way you look tonight with the piano music, you know. And Tony Bennett, of course, is a fucking guy. He's a great fucking singer. He's old school. He's like fucking back. Like he started off back when the fucking mafia controlled all the fucking jazz joints in town. Okay, him and Frank Sinatra, they all came up around the same time. And Dean Martin, all those guys. All right, he's from that era. Okay, Tony Bennett. Okay, late great Tony Bennett, but he's a great singer. But he sings "The Way You Look Tonight." Yeah, he sang that. Okay, he sings his version is in this movie, which is great. And then finally, the last song in here is "If You Want to Be Happy." That's by Jimmy Soul. Okay, and that's kind of a dance song. It's another R&B song from like the '60s, you know, where you can really, you know, dance to it. You know, if you want to be happy for the rest of your life. I don't know all the fucking words, all right? But I do remember that song. It also appeared in another movie that I liked called Clean and Sober with Michael Keaton. If you ever see that movie, that's a really good movie about getting sober. It was in that movie too. I think that's where I first heard it, okay? Because I'm not that fucking old. I wasn't alive when it came out. All right, okay. So now I've given you the preface for the next movie I'm going to do, My Best Friend's Wedding. And the next time we see each other, I will be talking about My Best Friend's Wedding, okay? We're going to go into the actual fucking movie itself. All right, and I'm going to fucking take it apart, okay? Straight up, baby, with no lube. No lube here. Don't even fucking look for it, man. Straight man's point of view. That's what I give you, all right? All right, thank you for watching this long, and I'll see you soon on the next one. Bye.